So my name is Pedro Garcia. I am from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised, and then I moved to upstate New York in my later ages of life. All right, Mama, you're my only one now. I guess none are my only one. So our mutual friend invited me to meet up with her and her friends. She told me she had a very beautiful, very smart friend that she wanted to introduce me to.
So I'm Jessica. I'm born and raised in Schenectady, New York. So we met through a mutual friend. I was actually out on a girls' night dinner, and I had this one friend, Terry. She's like, well, I have this guy for you to meet. And I was like, okay. She's like, well, he's really tall, really nice, but it just so happened that he was actually going to be attending the same event for our gym that night.
So we had a gym event going on, and that's where we were going to go because apparently this friend also went to the gym. But when I first made contact with her, I said, ooh, like, you know, I was like, ooh, I like, she's, you know, very pretty. You know, I was like, beautiful green eyes, and I was like, you know, it was from a distance. So then I was like, all right, I gotta make my way over and say hi.
Of course, I can spot him through everyone because he's so tall. So we started talking to him and got along great, very personable, as he's with everyone. So that was pretty easy. And then after that, we ended up hitting it off, and my friends left us for the night, and we had a great night.
My name is Stephanie, also known as Pedro's twin. Since forever, in school, elementary school, we went to different high schools together, and it was, oh, are you Pedro's twin? I'm like, yes, I'm Pedro's twin. When he met Jess, I would hear the smiles through the phone. And it was very rare that Petey called me, but he's like, hey, I met this girl. I'm like, okay. And he's like, we're coming to Florida. We want to hang out. And I'm like, oh man, this might be the one. I could hear it. It was great. But I thought to myself, I'm like, should I grill her? Should I ask her 21 questions? And when I met her, I didn't have to, because talking to Jess was like talking to a friend I knew forever.
How did the proposal go from your perspective?
Oh man, the proposal was the proposal was also a mess. This is not good. So the day wasn't going as planned, as I planned. I originally planned this awesome day for her. Like, you know, I wasn't sure how to do it. I know her birthday was coming up, and I figure I'd be able to get away with trying to make surprises happen that day.
Well, I was definitely caught off guard. I was actually very hungover that day. And it was a very, very hot day in the summer. It was actually my birthday weekend, and all I wanted to do was be on the lake, on the boat.
She loved the lake. She wanted to be on the boat, she wanted to be on the lake, and I'm over here telling her how I made these plans to be with all her friends around everybody at the track, and she's all miserable and upset, and she's like, absolutely not, I don't want to go to the track, it's going to be 95 degrees, I want to be on the lake.
But he had insisted that, you know, he planned some brunch for me with a bunch of friends. Then we went to the track in Saratoga, and then he wanted to do a dinner, all of which I really just was not up for. But we did anyways, and it was a great time.
But luckily, things slowly but surely kind of fell into place. Yeah, I was super nervous, super excited. I remember, you know, as we were walking up to where you were set up at, I was just so nervous. I was just so nervous. I said, and excited at the same time, that it was just,
So we're walking, and then I just noticed he was acting very weird, and that's when he had got down on one knee, and then instantly, it kind of seemed like a blur, but right after that, my headache went away. I felt totally fine.
Then it's either going to be yes or no, you know, and I got down on one knee, and she said yes.
So he actually surprised me as he's like, turn around, and there was both of our families from home. So that was really special, and not anything I ever thought he would have planned. And it was one of the best nights of my life.
I pronounce you husband and wife.
My favorite thing is that he makes me laugh all the time, and he's just a genuine good guy, which I think is hard to find nowadays. He will do anything and go out of his way to make anyone happy.
Obviously, her sparkling personality. You would think she's 10 foot tall and like bulletproof. Her caring heart, you know, her brains. She's intelligent. You know, she's taught me a lot. Makes me very happy.